On February 13th, the founder of Arweave, Sam Williams, unveiled AO to crypto Twitter. He described it as a hyper-parallel computer living inside Arweave and invited users to the testnet launch on February 27th. Since then, AO has been steadily growing and even announced the launch of its token. So stick around to find out more. The AO computer is a new network built on top of Arweave that aims to provide a decentralized, actor-oriented computing environment. Unlike traditional blockchain networks like Ethereum that rely on a global state, AO works with a localized state for each application for enhanced performance and scalability. This is done across multiple nodes for parallel processing and allows for an indefinite number of processes at the same time. As the underlying data storage, Arweave will play a key role in letting processes seamlessly access and execute data of any size. Up to this point, Arweave has been relying on external ecosystems to drive demand for its storage services, but this will change with all AO processes being written to Arweave. Additionally, AO's core architecture is inherently modular, where everything from sequencers to the virtual machine of the system or even security levels can be customized depending on one's needs. Now, this flexible setup means that existing smart contracting systems in the Arweave ecosystem can plug into AO and access the unified network. Now, if you don't already know, Arweave is a decentralized network that provides permanent and immutable data storage. Meta, Mirror, and Instagram are some of the large platforms using Arweave to store data. It is designed to operate in both Web3 and Web2 environments and supports a wide range of applications that want to preserve data, host web apps, and more. Arweave uses blockweave technology to weave blocks together and create interconnected data. This design helps to ensure data permanence while incentivizing miners to store more data. Co-founders Sam Williams and William Jones first launched Archain in 2017 before renaming it to Arweave a year later to coincide with the launch of its mainnet. This video is brought to you by Near.
Hey everyone, I'm Ilya, and I'm inviting everyone to Bangkok, November 9 to 11.
You've been duped into thinking anything decentralized was ever gonna work. There's a better way. Stop wasting your time with all this blockchain and go back to the norm. Get a latte and stop trying to change the world. Oh, and this thing in November, REDACTED, the hackathon, they're pushing office jobs out there, you know? Everything is working as it should.
For our special event, REDACTED. We're gonna dive into AI, we're gonna dive into Web3, chain abstraction, decentralization, and user-owner AI. I'll see you there.
Now, over the past few years, Arweave has successfully fundraised, including a round in 2020, which raised $8.3 million from investors such as Coinbase Ventures and Andreessen Horowitz. AR is the native token of the Arweave ecosystem and is used to pay for data storage fees and reward miners. So how exactly does Arweave's AO computer work? Well, as an example, imagine you have a task that requires the calculation of the sum of all numbers from 1 to 100. In traditional computing, this task is handled one number at a time. However, AO introduces parallel processing and uses multiple nodes to work together in calculating the sum. This approach can increase speed and efficiency. AO's network of nodes create a unified computing environment that is capable of hosting an indefinite number of processes simultaneously, referred to as a holographic state. These processes act as independent servers with their own logic to operate and be evaluated separately. Within AO's architecture, there are a few components worth noting. First, a process is a set of instructions that can be executed by the network. Every interaction with a process is represented by a message that can come from users or other processes in the network. Scheduler units will number messages to ensure that they are processed systematically and their data is uploaded to Arweave. Meanwhile, compute units determine the state of processes and compute processes triggered by message requests. Now, lastly, message units push messages through the system to ensure that they are ordered by the scheduler units and computed by the compute units. One of the benefits of AO's technology is the possibility of infinite scalability. By implementing parallel execution, AO is theoretically able to keep scaling up without issues. This makes it ideal for both small and large-scale applications. AO's architecture helps to maximize resource utilization by enabling sharing and exchanging of cloud resources across its network. Developers can also enjoy the flexibility of its modular plug-and-play model to easily swap components when building and integrating new applications. On June 13th, AO announced the launch of its native token, AO, alongside its tokenomics. The token will mainly be used to implement economic security and secure message passing in its network. This launch focused entirely on the community and did not feature pre-mine, pre-sales, or any sort of preferential access. It was meant to be a fair launch approach to ensure equal opportunity for participants. The token launch follows Bitcoin's economic model with a total supply of 21 million tokens and a similar halving cycle of 4 years. However, AO's minting mechanism differs slightly in that the issuance of new tokens is gradually decreased each month in order to avoid any abrupt halving events. At the time of its announcement, over 1 million AO tokens were already minted as retroactive rewards. From February 27th to June 13th, 100% of AO tokens minted retrospectively in this period were granted to AR token holders based on their respective balances. After this period, a third of AO tokens will be minted to AR holders, while 2/3 will be minted in the future for users who bridge assets from other networks. It might still be early days, but many teams are already starting to build on AO. The network has already announced the launch of AO Ventures, an incubator offering 35 million in venture capital funding to support developers building in the ecosystem. Among some of the projects that are already launching on AO is AOX, a cross-chain bridge for multi-chain assets, Evervision, which is a Web3 infrastructure provider, and ARNS, the domain name system on AO. The AO team has yet to publish an official roadmap, but it does seem that the team is busy behind the scenes. As most networks probably face in the beginning, AO has some work cut out for it. This includes incentivizing more developers to join the ecosystem and build applications that users will want to interact with. Part of the process also includes ensuring that there are reliable wallets and bridges, and uniquely to AO, Arweave, as a data storage protocol, needs to ensure that data latency is kept to a minimum in order to avoid losing users. Well, that's it for today's overview of the AO computer. Let us know below what you're looking forward to in the AO ecosystem, and in the meantime, make sure to like this video and subscribe to stay updated.